So, for case study five, we looked at the industry changes in the music industry, the sport industry, and other entertainment industry, and where all of these could be heading within the next couple of years. Um, Obviously, the sport industry is most popular in America. American sports industry is most popular here, with the four major sports being football, basketball, hockey, and baseball. The music industry is also extremely popular here as well, and with things like concerts, festivals, and other entertainment being provided for everyone. Obviously, not at this time right now with the pandemic, but it is often the most popular thing in the United States. In terms of what sport I like most and where I see it in the future, my favorite sport is to watch is hockey. Um, it has grown over the past decade, but is still a distant fourth compared to the other three major sports in America, with football being the top, then basketball, then baseball, and then hockey far behind those. Uh, I feel like the pace of the game really draws people in, and playoff hockey has been voted as the most exciting sport in America compared to things like basketball and football, which do not have the same pace and action that hockey does and intensity level. Um, it's going to be tough for hockey to compete with these other sports as many people just do not see it that because it's not really an American sport. It's more of a Canadian sport where it's the most popular sport up there by far compared to the other four sports. But yeah, that's where I see hockey going in the future. In terms of the next big international breakout sport, I could see it as golf. Obviously, with the pandemic, people have been playing golf more often, and golf sales are up like tenfold since the pandemic. Where most of the industry was taking losses over the past couple of years, they are now profiting very well over this period. And the PGA Tour has also benefited from this as well, with young stars winning majors like Colin Morikawa and Bryson DeChambeau, along with elite players like Dustin Johnson continuing to show why they are the best in the world. And it has also had an influx of international players over the past couple of years, with recent tour winners like Jon Rahm, Victor Hovland, all Europeans who have generated interest in the game in their own countries. Uh, in terms of baseball and how to make it more attractive, it seems to be a problem that baseball itself is also trying to figure out. Many people like the home runs but they can't stand the strikeouts. I do think eliminating the shift would increase interest in baseball as there would be many more hits. I personally am not a fan of the shift. I believe it takes away many of the hits, and it is not a fair strategy for hitters. In terms of making baseball more exciting, I believe it has to do with like the game on a youth level, where players were used to taught how to bunt and get on base, contact. Now they're being taught to hit for power and worry about slugging percentages compared to on base percentages. Um, this is obviously translated with the increase in uptick in home runs over the past couple of years, and this will only continue. Uh, Everybody sees this as a trend that will continue for the next couple of years in baseball. Um, in terms of what trend in the sport or entertainment area will fall into disfavor with the consumer population, I think that a sport that's on the downtrend right now is football. The NFL, obviously, with their concussion issues and people realizing that they've been covering them up for a long time, has turned some fans off. And even with their stance on political issues, this has also turned some people off. So I believe that the NFL is on the downswing compared to sports like basketball, which are growing in popularity around the world. Another downside for the NFL is that they're only an American sport, which has worked for them over the past 50 to 100 years, but I feel like they're past their peak and will not be on the same level as they were um, over the past 20 years. So, yeah, that's it. Thank you.